She wasn't born because it was 84.
It was 84.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
but I did play it like after it. But Kristen, my sister, played with her before it happened. Because Kristen is older. But
Didn't she move off? We always wanted to do updates, and the family would never talk.
So she ended
that's
up.
TV news talk for You're Screwed, basically.
She ended up
Internet.
wanting to be a singer. Like she
Really?
married an older man. From
Minute
the
20.
last time I remember, she married an older man, and like she was an aspiring singer, and of course she wasn't very good. But yeah, they did a Where Are They Now? I think like on VH1. But
Really?
But yeah, the stories that my dad has, because for a while there he was he worked for the volunteer fire department.
Yeah,
until
you want
they
to grab
said
that
you can't
phone?
drink beer there anymore, and then like everyone quit.
Are they still in
WYRK.
Texas?
No,
Your parents?
my
Yeah, we
parents
will, sure.
are in North Carolina
bye-bye.
now, but they're from Ohio.
Friday song.
And
Friday.
then he got his first job in Texas. So
Oil?
radio.
Really?
Yeah.
What station?
45 seconds.
I would ask that question.
Let's see, KNFM. KNFM, I think. Yeah.
Okay,
Which
that's
is still
ready.
there.
That's
I
ready.
think it is.
Yeah. I think it was like 90 something 5.
Is that the fan on your computer? Wow.
Brand new Mac.
Is that a new Mac?
Things plugged in here.
Did you,
Wow.
It's working overtime.
couldn't find a bigger one, huh?
This is fancy. It's a nice setup.
Yeah.
Thing's huge.
It's very awkward.
I thought they were
Like,
supposed to
I
get
can't have
smaller.
eye contact with.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You
You'll,
don't need to see them.
yeah.
No.
All right, stand by.
It's
It's huge. Here we go. That's Darius Rucker on WYRK. It's 8:18. Good morning from Clay, Dale, and Liz. And we're joined in studio today by Jordan Williams from Channel 4. Good morning, Jordan.
And-
Hey.
Good morning to you guys.
that's do you wake up? Is that your alarm?
That
what
is
you
not
wake
my
up to?
alarm. You know,
Time to go to work.
I was at the fair yesterday afternoon for so long that the alarm at 2:40 this morning was pretty painful.
Oh, I
Oh.
bet.
Yeah,
Oh,
Man.
So that's one of the questions we would have asked right off the bat. 2:40 in the morning. That's tough. So what time do you go to bed?
Around 7
Yeah. Wow.
on a good night.
yeah.
7:30, and if you got something go on, you sleep in the afternoon and do the best you can.
So we've been, we have guests come in the studio. We kind of stalk them a little bit. And
Dude.
we
I'm
found
scared.
out that you were born in Texas, correct?
Correct. Small town near Beaumont, which is about 90 miles east of Houston.
Houston,
Right on cue.
Houston means that I'm one day
It's
closer.
one of my favorite songs right
Love
there.
that song.
You know who does that? Who does that?
I don't.
Gadlin's. Larry Gatlin.
Gatlin
George
Brothers.
Jones was from Beaumont. as I
Yeah,
recall.
actually,
Ah.
Beaumont, Texas is home to a lot of famous country stars. Mark Chestnut,
Yep.
Clay Walker, Tanya Tucker, George Jones. It's a really long
And
list.
Jordan Williams.
And Jordan Williams. All right, so we got to see if you can sing along with this one
Oh
here.
no. Liz is gonna have to help me.
you don't know this?
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah.
Deep in the.
There's
don't
words
worry,
coming
there.
out.
There
Don't worry.
are
There's
words.
words coming
There's
out.
words,
Okay.
yeah.
It'll
Okay.
help you.
I think the radio guy would cue him up. All right, here we go.
The stars at night
are big and bright.
They got the
Deep in
class.
the heart of Texas.
The prairie sky is wide and high.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
See, Jordan, we
There
cheat.
go.
We have the words.
I was gonna say I don't have words over here.
That's right. Everyone only knows like the first 2 lines of that song,
Right.
and they
That's all we
mumble
get.
through it, clap, and you're good.
That's all we get.
talking to Jordan Williams from Channel 4. So whenever we had from out of town originally, we asked them, coming to Buffalo, what did you think?
You know, when I first came here for a job interview, it was November of 2012.
Hmm.
And beautiful weekend right before Thanksgiving, crisp, clear. The leaves were still
Don't
changing.
be fooled.
I did fall in love. You know, the architecture, I think, was what spoke to me the most. You know, I remember the drive coming down Delaware Avenue from the north part of town, coming into downtown, just gorgeous. And that was one thing that really sold me on the city.
Yeah, it's interesting because when you hear Buffalo, immediately everyone thinks 8 feet of snow, rightfully
Right.
so. But then you get here and you realize the rich history that it does have.
That's right. And we're lucky to have so many places preserved. You know, in other places around the country, they don't have the landmarks that we do, the buildings that went untouched for decades, and now we realize, what treasures they are. So
For somebody that comes from out of town and moves here, very, very interesting perspective. I mean, sometimes we don't realize what we have. Clay and I have lived in this area all our lives,
Yeah.
born and raised. And sometimes we don't realize the architecture and, like you say, the landmarks. They just don't exist in other places.
When I first got here, I said, "Oh, I'm going to do Maid of the Mist." which I had already done as a child. And they're like, you know what? We got to go over there and do that.
Exactly.
I've got a confession. I didn't do it for about the first year that I was here. All the relatives come to town, the parents come to town. I said, "Oh, we'll get that in next time." And now it is a must.
Yeah.
I waited in line. My cousin was in from Beaumont, Texas, a couple of weeks ago, and we waited in line on a Saturday for about an hour and a half just to get on it. And I said, "I promise it'll be worth it." And it was.
We're joined by Jordan Williams this morning. He's going to stick around with us. I think we're going to put him to work a little bit. Is that right?
Absolutely.
All right, that's coming up. And remember, you can watch what's going on behind the scenes on our live stream, WYRK.com.
Or is that
No.
only on special occasions?
Only
Just
with
on
special
special
occasions.
occasions. As you can see, our setup, we're still working on it.
It's nice.
So,
Okay, the
Am I
mic's
loud
up.
enough? The headphones are kind of low, so I don't.
we
They
can turn
are?
it up. Your
Okay.
control's right here.
Yours is right here.
Oh, okay. Yep. I don't know what you guys are used to.
I cranked mine.
Yeah, I
So does
unfortunately I keep mine loud too.
Yeah, let's do. We're going to do the have him read some lyrics too.
Okay.
Some.
Yeah, we have some lyrics for you that we'll put in front of you.
Okay.
And we want you to read them as if it were a news story.
Okay. That's actually good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we have them ready. We'll hand them to you.
So it's the radio thing that we're all supposed to. You all do half a year. Like, is that the?
Just like
The
if you're
best?
getting ready, like I normally, if we have a long stretch, we just take them off. But to kind of monitor, so you
I
can still
always-
hear and turn them
I
down.
always keep one right here because if anything's going to happen, I have to be responsible for it. So
Yeah.
I'm always like monitoring what's going
Hey,
on.
it's up to you. I have both on
You do
on the
normally?
air. Yeah.
Oh, on the air you do that. Okay,
Or
yeah, I
off
have
the air.
on the
It's
air
kinda- yeah.
like that, or I take them off. Yeah.
Gotcha. Interesting.
I'm
I wish I had a cough button on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
I don't know why they never rigged that up.
Why
but
Well,
wouldn't
that's
they
a
do
good
that?
question. I
too
mean,
complicated.
have you had any issues where you had a cough or sneeze or
had a
something?
rough show yesterday.
Yeah.
Automation problems. You know how that goes. No, we can turn our mics off now, so it's a lot easier. I mean, you occasionally cough, and what'll happen is you don't know your mic's on. I mean, it's not supposed to be on, but for some reason it's on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, it happens. Yesterday, I got caught walking off the set.
Yeah. You're like, I'm done. Bye.
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Started the 6
I've had enough.
show. It was supposed to be Teresa at the fair, and I had to walk back because we have multiple areas.
Let me grab a call here. IWYRK. Oh, never mind. That guy calls a lot.
False alarm.
Mr. Dial Tone. All right, coming up, we're going to use those lyrics because I have that song ready to go too.
Yep.
So, perfect.
This is the Breakfast Club, right?
Well, actually, we're dropping the name Breakfast Club. for
Okay.
those out there, just because it's easier. People doesn't really say who we are, so now it's Claydale
Claydale
and
and
Liz.
Liz. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll have to take pictures in a minute.
absolutely. So, have you ever driven back to Beaumont?
Just when I moved here.
Friend of mine,
Just when I moved here. You want a better picture, Liz?
when
Was I
hurricanes-
looking
don't move.
amazing?
when some of the hurricanes came through down there?
Yeah.
Friends of mine went down to help and they drove.
After Rita, I guess, was the one that hit Beaumont really badly.
Whatever the most recent one was.
Yeah, 06, Rita.
You're like,
I'm all things hurricane.
I got it.
I do love weather.
Oh, good. So then you can answer a question. What affects us snow-wise more here? Is it La Nina or El Nino? El Nino means a mild winter, right?
Here.
Here.
Yes. The map that they came out with yesterday doesn't really have a Buffalo, as you saw, is not
Yeah.
really, it's sort of in the neutral zone, so it's
Mhm.
tough to say.
Hmm.
I meant to, we didn't have time to talk about it on TV this morning, but
But I think El Nino means that we will have a milder winter, in terms of temperature and snow, and most of the moisture is going to be out to the west.
is that bad for us in a way because the lake won't freeze?
That's exactly
That's
what
what
we were
Clay
talking
said.
about.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can't win.
That would be my fear.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
just
say good
want
morning to a couple people that have said hi to us
a
already.
consistent, beautiful snow.
So Clay, you're from here too?
Yeah. Yep. Grew up in East Aurora and went to East Aurora High School, Canisius College,
Nice.
and stayed here. Got lucky.
Did you ever do radio anywhere else?
Nope. I was an intern here in college and stayed right here.
The dream.
Very, very lucky.
Play is the dream right
very,
now.
very lucky. Yeah. Fell into the right
Did you
place
do
at the
radio
right time.
elsewhere?
Yes. Northwest Ohio out of college, and then West Central Ohio, and then Springfield, and then a little bit of part-time in Cleveland, and then here.
Springfield,
Missouri.
Is that by Mizzou?
No, it's a little south. It's like it's
That's
close
the capital, isn't it?
close to Joplin.
Oh, I lived in Oklahoma City for a while. Chased tornadoes.
Oof.
Awesome.
I didn't like it. I did not like it because
scary.
every night you went to sleep and you didn't know if you were gonna die.
40
It's a little
seconds.
dramatic, but
It sure is.
it's a little dramatic. Killing me.
It was like December and the tornado alarms are going off.
They happen.
40 seconds.
That's been a
Well,
good
don't
life.
let the Chamber of
night.
Commerce get a hold of you.
Yeah. I
Not a
write
Joplin
slogans.
lover,
Yeah.
I'm the new PR manager for Joplin, Missouri. Don't go to bed because you might die. But welcome to the city during the day. You got the lyrics ready over there?
Yeah.
All right, stand by.
VIP experience at UB this fall. For $32, you're treated to front of stage access.
8:28. We're in studio this morning with Jordan Williams from Channel 4. You can see the stream online, WYRK.com, and he's going to stick around for a little while. We're going to put him to work here.
We're going to put him to work. Clay, we kind of picked this song out together for you.
Okay.
It's the #1 song in country music right now, and we want you to read the lyrics as if it were a news story. Now, we're just giving him the lyrics right now.
This is just in. This just in. All new this morning, bar downtown. They got a line of people waiting out the door. $10 drinks. It's packed inside. I don't know what they're waiting for. Got me a jar full of clear. And I got that music for your ear. And it's like knock, 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 knock goes the diesel. If you really want to see the beautiful people. It's kind of hard because it almost comes off kind of poetic.
It
A
does.
little
It does,
bit.
yeah.
I
You
don't.
know?
Almost sounded like a commercial to begin
We
with.
do this. We do
Yeah.
this. You know, in TV news, you do this thing, and in radio, I'm sure as well. You know, you try to make declarative statements. It's truth.
Right.
You know, so if you read up at the end, it's kind of hard. Does it sound real? Was I believable, Dale?
It was
Yeah.
believable. Well done.
Dale was like mesmerized
Yeah,
on
he
I
that.
thought that's tremendous.
Ah,
I wasn't sure where to breathe. It's really just a log.
The breathing was perfect.
Crazy.
You got
Nice
that down.
job.
the breathing.
I'm envious.
I wasn't sure where to breathe.
All right.
Dale, I can't with you right now. I can't.
You can watch the live stream. We'll have more with Jordan on the air here as well. Go to WYRK.com.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
whose song is this?
This one right now, it's Luke Bryan.
This Luke Bryan
Yeah.
song.
out to this.
And when the song's done, I think the last thing you're going to say about it is it's poetic.
Yeah. Well, Dale is a big fan of news, so
Yeah.
he loved that. When I first started here, Dale was the news guy in that room right there. That was it.
That was it?
Yeah. And then we found out he actually has a personality. So we're like, let's get him on the air. And it's been that way ever since. Yeah, he was really, really good at the news back in the day.
You could still do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you read headlines or do you get them from somebody?
Do we read headlines?
Like, do you do news headline, like news
No,
segments,
we don't do
breaks
any
at all?
news.
Okay.
No.
If it's big enough, you'll mention it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Throughout the show. If
Right.
something big comes up.
You know, we have all kinds of services that provide us news every day. We have a Metro service that basically writes the news. You can literally come in and rip and read
Yeah.
it. But Dale wrote every story out. Every morning, be on the typewriter. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I believe it.
Because sometimes you read these stories, and I'm sure you've seen it on services
That are a
too.
disaster.
Oh,
They don't even know that-
awful.
Literally, we
Who
know
writes
the
these
story.
stories?
We see.
I
the
got
story.
one this morning that someone had written, probably one of the feeds, about a water spout off one of the coasts of Mexico. I don't even know which one it was. I didn't have time to do research, but it said something like people are bracing for gusty winds this morning. And I said, I bet that water spout's over. It's just me. But
Yeah.
I bet it's over.
Longest water
It's the
spout
longest
ever.
water spout
We're gonna go
ever.
down and see it today.
It was good size, but
What are you doing? We're going to see the water.
We're going to see the water
We're here.
spout.
It's awesome.
going to see the water spout. That's what I'm doing at Cabo.
And they use language like, who talks like that? Nobody talks like that.
And we should talk about something. I don't know if it's the acoustics in this room or what, but it just makes everyone go into their favorite radio voice.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the headphones.
Yeah, it might do that.
I
It
think
might
it's
do
the
that.
headphones.
It's as soon as you walk through the door. You got to get into that mode. All right. I'm gonna just do a quick thing in between songs here. You got to say hi to some people, some hospitals listening. Kick the dust up. So what kind of music do you ordinarily listen to? What's your favorite? You don't have to say
Probably
country.
top 40. Yeah.
We listen to a lot of. I listen to a lot of new school hip hop,
Really?
old school hip hop. Yeah, I love country music, but I need a break. Once
Right.
Clouds need a little break.
You can
Classic rock
always
for me.
Classic rock.
Yeah.
you can always tell what kind of music Clay listened to on his drive-in by when we have winners.
yeah.
The music he played under the winners, you can always tell what he was listening to, whether it's heavy metal,
Could be
rap,
Beach Boys.
beat. It just you
Are
can
you
always
still
tell.
Are you still down in East Aurora?
I live in Hamburg now. Yeah.
Still a little trek.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's great. It's convenient to the fair right now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
He skips over.
Hold that thought real quick.
Oh.
That's Luke Bryan on WYRK and Kick the Dust Up. Good morning from Clay, Dale, and Liz. Jordan Williams is with us. You're going to hear more from him coming up. Thanks for listening, Christina. She's at Newfane Hospital this morning, and also Jim over at the VA. Appreciate you listening. Best of luck. Here comes Chris Jansen and Buy Me a Boat on your country station. Cool.
Clear. So, you guys don't have like an on-air lights. You know when the board's on, do you?
Outside.
He's the man.
Sometimes we
You always
think
have
we
to
should.
pause.
We should. We really should have.
There's days where we should have
There's
something.
days.
We did have that in one of my public radio studio in San Antonio.
That would, I mean, normally just because we know the flow of the show,
Right.
it's not a problem. But every once in a while,
hmm
it'll happen.
We have off air in the studio that plays as long as one of our mics isn't on. In other words, the on air light like that.
Yeah.
And once the on air light goes on, it
Yeah.
cuts,
That'll happen too when he
when you cues the mic.
when he hits the mic on.
Yeah.
That'll go. But a lot of times,
Do it.
if you don't have it turned up.
a lot of times, yeah, he has to turn down so
All
we
these
can.
radio questions. What's the camera doing that's pointing at the wall?
That
That's a great question.
That's- we'd love to get into that. That actually is a direct feed over to
Channel
Channel 7.
Oh, hi.
But we don't use those anymore. We used to do when
Oh, I remember that.
it
Good
was
morning when they were doing Good Morning.
it was
Hold that thought. IWYRK.
What was
Yeah,
it?
I got a question for you. I went
I
I
remember.
was at Brown Tickets earlier this morning. I was wondering if it would be possible if my husband picked up the tickets today.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Yeah?
Just
Okay, do you
make
need
sure.
names or anything? or-
No, as long as he knows your information, you'll be good to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too. What-
I remember what they look like. This is awful.
Who, the old people?
Yeah, what were their names?
Oh,
Tiffany and
Tiffany
Cole.
and Cole.
Cole.
That's right. Yeah.
I think they both have new jobs.
They do.
Yeah.
She's in Jamestown, isn't she?
I didn't know that.
Not James. No, she was in Jamestown for a little bit. She's wearing an I Love Lucy.
He went to Florida. He's
Yeah.
in Jacksonville
That's
reporting.
right. That's right.
I don't think they knew how to react to us though. They'd be stunned.
It could be hard.
They had a
We could be hard to react to each
that
other.
that show set them up for trouble. Hi, internet.
yeah.
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 Hey, Jordan.
It did.
I'm going to ask you this on the air too, but is there ever a question you're afraid to ask as a journalist when you come into a situation? Are you ever like, oh, I have to ask this question, but I don't know if I should?
Usually, those questions someone has suggested that you ask.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
don't want to
We
ask
need-
them,
we need this information.
we really need to hit them for this. So
Yeah.
try.
But you're asking it.
Yeah.
You have
It's gotta be
to.
tough.
I mean, if
Yeah.
that's the expectation from your boss, you're going to ask.
And it's not that you're being disrespectful sometimes. It's just they understand.
Is this the Megyn Kelly question?
Well, no,
No.
that's
No,
Like,
no,
are we going into
really.
Megan?
I mean, there's so many different topics and so
So
many different
hard.
people and
Yeah.
issues and.
I think I think you try to be fair. You try to be as respectful as you can.
Mhm.
It's tougher to do if you've never interviewed the person before. If it's the mayor, you have some rapport at least going
Yeah.
in. Not necessarily. I want to be clear. It's not like there's a friendship that
Right.
but you have
Mhm.
they know how you work.
Yeah.
I know how he does a press conference. He knows that, I'm not going to ask that right out of the gate unless I think he's about to bolt out of the room.
They probably know some of those questions are coming too.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And sometimes, we'll talk about it if you want.
Hi, WYRK. Not for another 10 minutes or so. Can you call back?
All right.
Thank you. Yep. Our quiz show.
Quick show. I love it.
Is the quiz show late today? Or he's
No,
late?
he's a
He's
little early.
A lot. We get a lot of early calls.
It's finally Friday.
You guys go to 9 or 10?
Show's on until 10, but 9 o'clock is mostly music. Depending on what's going on.
You guys get more music in than
We-
Oh yeah.
We
than
play
lot
a
of
lot.
people.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
play at least six an hour. Sometimes 8. Mostly 8.
So mostly 6, sometimes 8.
Depending how
It wasn't
talkative
like
you are.
7. It's like we're gonna jump 6
Sometimes
more minutes.
10. Who owns
Sometimes.
y'all? There's the y'all. For
There you go.
There it
There's
is.
the y'all. Town Square.
Okay.
So they're slowly
Are they
becoming. No, they're not local. They're slowly becoming. What are they? The third
Fourth.
largest? Fourth?
Fourth largest media.
Very
company.
big, and we're the largest
Market.
market as far as. There's one station in,
That's a little bit larger, but we are the
Yeah.
largest market.
but the
yeah.
largest market.
Cool.
But they're mostly in medium-sized markets, and their big push now is digital content. So kind of just we're trying to like connect everything: live events,
Multimedia.
digital, radio.
That's everybody.
Right?
40 seconds.
You have to blog?
I don't blog. We tweet and Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Are you responsible for any posts on the website?
Do I?
Are you responsible for any posts on the website?
We post our own stories.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's finally Friday. You play in a lot of churches around here?
I play for a church in East Aurora, actually.
Which one?
St. Matthias, right there on the corner of Main and Maple.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, so that's a beautiful old church.
1927,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Same year Baker was built.
Stand by.
Hmm.
Baker's beautiful. That's George Jones and Friends. It's the Friday song on WYRK with Clay, Dale, and Liz. And Jordan Williams from Channel 4. Hey, thanks for coming over this morning. You literally got off the air at 8 and came right over here, so thank you.
Yep, traffic was good.
That's
I
yeah.
warned Liz that I'd do my best to make it as soon as I could,
Yeah.
safely.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So you have obviously an interesting job as a television anchor. You cover a lot of stories, serious, some not so serious. But when it comes to doing, and I like to ask this of reporters and anchors, when it comes to asking questions that are really tough, how do you do it? Have you ever been in a situation where like I have to ask this question, but I don't know if I should?
I think you have to come up with a game plan. It may not be the first question you ask, but you're probably going to have to get to it. In some cases, the boss said, we need to find out about this. You have to trust your gut. You also have to pay attention to the setting. Is this
Sure.
person somebody who's going to try to make a run for it? If it's a group interview, are they going to try to run out the door?
Did you ever bail on one? Say,
Did I ever bail?
Yeah. There's
Well,
just no way I can ask this right now.
No, but sometimes you get cut off. If there's another question and maybe you didn't ask it first,
Uh-huh.
then you regret, I should have just done it. A lot of times their PR people have let them know that we're looking for answers about something, and you try to be upfront with in most of these situations. The ambush interview is pretty rare.
Well, they would probably rather be prepared than be ambushed. So they're
Right.
probably
Right.
more willing to.
I lived on the Texas-Mexico border for a while, and we had some problems, you might say, some political corruption down there. And, people would do everything they could to avoid talking to you.
This is Clay's attempt to lighten
he's
it.
back on
In the
cue.
heart of Texas.
Back on cue, Clay.
Thank you. We're talking to Jordan Williams. I understand, and we only stalked you out a little bit, but I understand that you also are a church organ player too.
I am. I double majored with communication and music. Went to school in San Antonio
That's impressive.
at a liberal arts college. And
Dale is just loving
I
this
know.
interview right now.
the
So,
news guy over there. Yeah,
Do you care to tell us where you might be playing recently?
I'm actually the organist and choir director at St. Matthias Episcopal in East Aurora, right
Oh.
there at Main and Maple. So,
Beautiful church, older style church, beautiful.
Yeah.
So do you sing?
Well enough to direct a choir. How about that?
Are you Episcopalian or do you just play there?
No, I am.
Oh,
Episcopalian.
I'm Episcopalian too.
Really?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh, we're both from Texas. We're both Episcopalian.
How did you not know that already?
Well, I didn't get the
didn't-
newsletter. I don't know.
I didn't stalk Liz, so I didn't know that either.
I didn't know it was Episcopal.
And yeah, Liz is actually, your hometown is a place where I worked. My first job in Texas was in Midland, out in West
Yes.
Texas, President Bush's hometown.
Yes, the parades there for the football teams. It is Friday Night Lights there, by the
Yep.
way.
Yep.
And
Midland is also famous for the girl in the well, the little baby in the well.
Baby
Jessica.
Baby
Yeah.
Jessica, absolutely, who lived around the corner from me.
Really?
Who I played in her yard. I mean, I was
And you
born
became very
after
good
it.
friends with her too.
Best of friends. We
Did you stay
still
away from the well, I
we
hope?
still talk. Yes, they had that covered by the time
Right.
I came along. But no, my sister did play with her before that happened, and interesting stories surrounding that. that I could tell.
So, Jordan, what would be the next step for you? Obviously, we'd love to keep you in Buffalo as long as possible, but what do anchors aspire to do? National news, big markets?
You know, I've had friends that have joined the networks and done that sort of thing. That's not actually what I'm planning on. I hope to stay in Buffalo a little while.
Wow.
Good.
So,
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice to hear.
Nice to hear.
Cross some fingers.
Yeah.
Because when you find a place, you know, okay, I'm going to go to Buffalo. This will be a great stepping
Right.
stone. And then you do get here and you're like, okay, it's a great area.
It's easy to fall in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are
And
nice.
I have. So
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming over today. We really appreciate you just kind of running right from the studio to studio. So thank you.
can I say y'all?
Absolutely.
You know what you mentioned my church choir. Some of them say y'all just to make fun of me, but because it slips out every once in a while, not on TV. But we need to work on it. If you're going to say it, you need to commit and say y'all. I mean, it's sort of like you all y'all.
This is a
gonna
perfect
say
place
it.
to say it. You can say it here anytime.
Y'all are great.
Jordan,
Y'all.
thank you very much for coming in. Your Twitter handle is
At Jordan News 4.
at Jordan News 4. All right,
Yep.
It's 8:43. We're going to check on traffic one last time.
There you go.
8:43. Let's check on traffic from Subway. Get to Subway today for the new turkey and bacon guacamole. Tender sliced turkey breast topped with crispy bacon and guacamole. It's a whole new level of flavor. Subway, eat fresh. There was just an earlier accident on the 198 East just before the 190 interchange. That is cleared up. So if you're seeing any problems, that should be gone by now. I'm Liz Mantel, WYRK Traffic.
That certainly was.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the fact that they're keeping it 30 for the entire length.
That's
it's
hard.
Even I want to know how much they spent to restripe the lines.
Yeah.
Suddenly a foot narrower is going to make people go slower because it feels like a parkway.
It's-
It doesn't.
Mhm.
It doesn't. And I don't know. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm all about safety, and I think it. You know, I
Do
think
they ever give you a chance to
We don't
give
com-
your opinion?
we don't do commentary.
You should.
You
should.
That would set you apart. That would. I mean, it is frustrating though. I was telling them I was coming from the zoo the other day, and
Yeah,
that
you got the
light right
people.
there turned left, and before I could even get to
WYRK,
the 33,
hello, who's
I
this?
was over 30.
Right.
Like that short
Well,
stretch.
I mean, and I
What
try to.
is it?
You try to set your. You know, I
You
try to set the
try.
cruise, but it's just
That's
a
okay.
mess. Yeah. Not talking for TV. I mean, for radio, but or I guess we're still on the internet, so we'll talk
Hold
about
on.
that later.
All right, Dale, who do you
We
have?
have to do a quick
Sharon
battle.
Bob. Sharon's in West Seneca Bob.
I can stay if you want.
Yeah, feel free to hang around. They're gonna
I'll hang
do a contest.
I don't
really
have to
quick.
talk. I'll just hang around.
Who do you have, Dale? Okay. Bob. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, everybody still with us?
Yeah.
All right, cool. If you win today, you are going to Martin's Fantasy Island. Keep in mind, this weekend is Grandparents' Weekend at Martin's Fantasy Island.
Got Sharon in West Seneca. We got Bob in Boston. Bob is first. Bob, Godiva chocolates were named after Lady Godiva. What did Lady Godiva do? She made the first gourmet chocolates. She was the world's first supermodel, or she rode naked through the streets of England to protest taxes.
She protested taxes.
That's
My
correct.
kind of girl.
That's right.
Hey, Sharon, piercings on flat surfaces of the body. What are those called? Surface piercings, dermal piercings, or Madonna piercings?
Smooth piercing.
It's surface, dermal, or Madonna.
Oh, surface, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's dermal.
Hey, Bob, Straight Outta Compton is out. The movie's about the rap group NWA. What rapper was part of that group? Vanilla Ice, Ice-T, or Ice Cube?
I think it was Vanilla Ice.
No, it was Ice Cube.
Sharon, got to tie it up here. How long is an NFL quarter? 12, 15, or 10 minutes?
15.
Yep, that's right.
Hey, Bob, who uses the slogan, "Your adventure starts here"? The U.S. Army, Bass Pro Shops, or Ford Escape?
I think Bass Pro.
That's right.
Ooh, you need this right, Sharon. Let's see. What pop star has recorded Ellen's new theme song? Beyonce, Pink, or Christina Aguilera?
Beyonce.
Oh, no. It's Pink. Bob's a winner. Sharon, thanks for playing. Have a great weekend. And Bob, hang on just a minute for us.
You bet.
One person was either turning or had their hazards on.
I could
Did you
hear the
that.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
are they turning?
Maybe they pulled over.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's hope.
You never know. Seriously, never know.
Bob, town of Hamburg address.
So you guys replay that in a minute.
What's that?
Was that live?
Nope, that's recorded. We'll play
For
that
safety's sake?
back. Yep.
Yeah.
8:47. Good morning from WYRK. You might see a thunderstorm moving through the afternoon. By the end of the weekend, though, hot and sunny. Return to summer for us. The breakfast battle is next after Kelsey Ballerini on your country station.
5535, what was that? George Drive, okay, and phone number.
We get to cut this off then?
Yeah.
Bye, guys.